in the program, the research ethics and publications, right? I have given some of the few keywords. Can you able to correlate the kind of topics that you have been attended? No, whatever that past 2 days that you have been attended. Yeah, what you have been understand from that?
What you have mentioned, same things.
Okay. So what is ethics? Okay. Moral conduct in the sense? Okay, what to do, what not to do. So what we want to do when we are doing the research? Okay.
Should be well planned.
Okay. So where you are going to get your originality? Okay. So nowadays if you see, like most of the journals are paid. If you want to download any papers, you have to pay. So in that case, how you are going to get the originality, the findings of the previous papers? Library? Did the library is having a subscription of all the journals?
No.
Only some. Fine. Then how you are going to get that information?
So we can look into the abstracts in some of the journals.
In abstract, you will not get the complete information.
You can refer to open access publications.
In Google Scholar also, you will not get the full length paper.
Open access.
Just like Shorganda.
Okay. In open access also, you will not get full length paper. In open access also, you will not get full length paper. You will get only the abstract. Okay. Okay. Apart from this, apart from the market correct everything. So any other?
Approaching author.
What?
Approaching author.
Approaching author one way method to get the papers. Yes, correct. Yes. Then authors. Then
Citation links.
citation.
Links.
Citation links. Citation links, in which way it is going to help you? Yeah, citation link is fine, but in which way as a researcher it is going to help you?
Primary resources.
See, I am one of the authors. I have published an article. Few people have been cited my paper. In which way that paper is going to help for me as a author, and which way it is going to help the researcher? I will get a citation, yes, obviously I will get a citation. So by getting a citation, what benefit that I will get?
More information about
As an author, what benefit I will get? As a researcher, what benefit you will get?
As an author, you will get H-index.
as author.
As an author, I will get lot of benefits. As a researcher, you are a new researcher. How you are going to get benefit from that?
Information.
We can review now, sir.
Get it.
Review. We can review from where. Huh?
Okay. Researcher, you will get
Clarity regarding the information.
clarity among the information. Okay, fine. So apart from that, I will give answer for all these things at last.
Yes.
Then apart from that, any other words? See, so many words are there. See, I am going to speak very less. You are the guys going to speak more.
Domain structure.
What's that?
Domain structure.
Domain structure wise, okay. Then, according to your research problem statement, what methodology you can be able to go and find it? Yeah, okay, fine. Tools. Then,
Guidelines, we can get the information.
collaborative research. Fine, yes. See, whatever you are going to study for the next 2 days or the previous 2 days, it is going to cover the entire thing. For example, if you are having a copyright, right? Whatever the information that you are going to write in the 6 pages or 15 pages or 20 pages, what you are going to say that? The article or thesis or whatever synopsis that you are going to prepare, what you are going to say in that? In the copyright. Whatever the information that I have been given inside that particular 20 pages or 40 pages, it is not copied from any other sources. Whatever the information which I have given inside the particular content, it is written by my own. Right? According to the university, each and university is having some lapses. If you go with the dissertation part, maximum 20% they will allow the plagiarism part. Some universities 20, some universities having 15. If you are going with a research paper, it will not have more than 10%. So you have to take it in and turn it in. There are some other sources also is there, but most of the journals will check it from the Turnitin or I Authenticate software. It's a paid one, you cannot check it in the free. Then what about the agreement? Agreement. For example, if you are writing a paper, right? You will write your copyright letter to the journal. That whatever the informations are there, it is written by me, by my own. Whatever the sources I have been collected from me, it is primary source. It's not a secondary source. Even if I have collected the information from some of the people, I got approval from them. I am not going to use for the commercial purpose. So that I will show in the coming slides. What are the Creative Commons, right? So when you are going to publish your paper, that particular logo will be available in your paper also in the online sources. If you are going to publish in Elsewhere or Emerald or InterScience, right, or in Science Direct, these are like some of the reputed publishers. You can go and you can able to see some of the icons in that. So when coming to the subscriptions, if you go and subscribe each and every journals, it is too highly cost. So what is the other source to download the papers?
Open access.
Sir, open access is not this one, right? If you want to download a paper from the Emerald or Springer, how you are going to download?
We have to pay.
For each and every paper you cannot pay like $40 or 40 euros. How you are going to download? So there is a website called SciHub, SCI-hub.ru. Whatever the journals are paid, SCI-hub.ru. SCI-hub.ru. Okay, this is the source where you can able to download your papers for a free of cost. If net is available, I will show at last. Okay, if the net is available, I will show you how you can able to download the paid the papers at a free of cost. Okay, this is one of the source. I hope most the another source is called ResearchGate. ResearchGate. So for that you need the institutional email ID, ResearchGate, to subscribe into that particular sources. There also you can able to download the papers at free of cost. So not only from your field, across the various domains you can able to download the papers in ResearchGate. You can directly sometimes if the paper is not able to download, if you want to get any permissions for the questionnaire, right, you can directly write a mail in the ResearchGate itself. I want a permission to use this particular questionnaire, because without the primary author permissions we cannot use it. That is a violation of law. So we have to give a request to the person's email ID or through some of the platform, we can request to them, and then we can get their approval, and then we can go for the data collection process, right? Okay, can you able to read?
No, sir.
You write the papers, you review the papers. Why you should want to pay to read the published papers? Now you are going to write the papers, right? Now you are going to publish it. Now it will get published in the journals. But if anyone wants to read, or if you want to read, you have to pay for your paper. Why it is? Okay, tell me one thing. When you want to publish a paper, how much cost they will charge? The journal will charge.
3 to 4.
5,000.
No, there are paid and then free. There are paid and then free publications are there. If you are going for free, you have to wait for minimum 6 months to get whether your paper has been moved to the first stage or not. Sometimes you will submit in the evening. Tomorrow morning you will get the rejection. The journals, if you are going for free journals. Sometimes after 6 months or after 1 year you will get the rejection part. There is no open access. Even if you are going for paid also, there is chances for the rejection also. So why the journals are asking money? As individual, we are writing, we are giving our own ideas to the journals. They are going to publish it. Then why they are asking money?
So they are going to publish.
They have to publish, no?
They are going to publish. So
Service, okay,
Yeah, we incur some cost either for publication, because of peer review,
okay.
editorial, everything.
See, I am also a reviewer. I will not get any charges. For example, if you are going to pay 10,000, I am not going to get any amount from the journals. Even if the conference is going to organize in any one of the colleges, they will send me the paper for to review. They will send 5 to 6 papers. That papers are going to publish in Scopus or Web of Science. Sometimes I will reject the paper, sometimes I will accept the paper also. So during that time when I was reviewing the papers, I will not get any money. I will get only the certificates. But the conference team will get like 6,000 to 10,000 amount to publish the paper.
today onwards we are not paying.
Sir?
Today onwards we are not paying.
Today onwards you are not paying. Then how you will complete your fees?
You have to give solutions, sir.
Sir, as far as we have understood, only the journalists will charge. Otherwise, UGC journalists they are not.
In UGC also there are predatory journals are there. Scopus also predatory journals are there. Web of Science also predatory journals are there. I can show you the demo. At last I will show you the demo. If you want. Okay. Why open access is even more relevant? In India.
Knowledge is for everyone.
Okay. Then okay. Now tell me one thing. This is distillery, right? The same bottle has been selling in the local market, local shop near to your home. The same bottle has been selling in the near to the supermarket. Where you will go and buy?
Where we will get less.
Where you are convenient. But mostly
Mostly Sigma theatre.
The same thing, if you want to buy a dress, right? Near to your home there will be some dress shop will be there. Then again there will be some malls will be there or some big shops will be there. Where are you going to buy?
Depends on the buyer economic
Depending on the buyer economic
condition.
conditions,
Time also.
time also, right? Can you able to see the lines?
Conditions are there.
Yes, sir.
India is always the target to sell or to promote any kind of activity. Through that they are generating the revenues, because Indians will not worry about anything. They want to complete their work very fast, including me. I don't want to wait for, see, my PhD course is minimum 3 years as a full time. If it is part time, minimum 4 years. Up to how many years I can extend as a full time? 6 years I can extend. If it is part time, I can able to extend up to 8 years. I cannot extend beyond 8 years. In between I will have a family commitment. In between I will have a financial issue. In that case, what I will do? I have to go for shortcut method. I have to pay and then I have to publish it. So that is the main motto, that the publishers from the foreign countries, even nowadays the Indian also started charging more amount. If you take last 2 to 3 years before, if you want to publish paper in Scopus or Web of Science, it is only 10,000. If you go and ask, they will charge around 25 to 30,000. It's a current market right now, and there are lot of predated journals also. And whether that, what, so for example, if you are in commerce or if you are in management, you have to go and publish your paper in the your domain journals. Then only you will have a scope when you are going for any interview. For an example, now you are in management. If you are going and publishing in European Chemical Bulletin, there is no value. Or if you are going and publishing in computer science and management, in which way your topic is going to be relevant to that computer science management? So according to your domain, according to your scope, the kind of work which you are having, you have to match with your journals. Then only when you are going for an interview, they will check whether you have done a proper research or not. See, earlier if you going for any interview, they will not check your databases. I am openly stating that. If you are going for any interview, before you going for an interview, they will check each and every paper what you have been published, what under which topic you have been completed your PhD, everything they will come to know. Everything nowadays, everything available in online. There are different platforms where we can able to go and see about each and every person, those who are doing their PhD. So India as a customer, research results would benefit from the worldwide, right? What about the visibility of the Indian research work? If you are doing any work, how it is going to be visible to the others? Now you are going to do your research work. For the next 3 years, you have to write some papers, at least minimum 2 papers is mandatory, right? How you are going to showcase to the other people?
Publishing.
How you are going to promote?
No publishing.
So, okay, publishing, if you go and publish in any one of the journals, then after that how you are going to promote? See, if you publish in any one of the journal, after that how you are going to promote? Until unless if you are not promoting yourselves, then you cannot able to get a citation itself. How much ever after completing your PhD you are going to promote yourself as like a marketing. Everyone knows, like if you are going to the hospital, the sales representative will come and sit. For what reason they will come and sit? Advertising the product, right? We are having this product, can you please buy this and you can use it for the patient, right? The same thing we also have to market ourselves. Then only when you are going for any interview, you can able to demand your salary. Otherwise, you cannot able to get it. Before you are going and sitting in any interview, they will know in and out about the work what you have done, the kind of paper what you are going to publish, the kind of PhD what you have done for the past 3 years, and how your social media profile it is. Everything they will come to know through this open access platform. Nowadays, everything is available online at free of cost. They will go and get that information and then you can easily see. If you take Indian research, assume that if I am having 40 publications, right? If I am having a 40 publications, if I am not having a citations, what will happen? I am having 40 publications under my name. If I am not having citations, what will happen? Okay, H index of the author will come down, that is secondary. Next. Reputation will go, okay. Reputation will go, okay, in which way?
Nobody knows about your work.
Okay, nobody knows my work at all, okay.
Your work is
Not up to the mark, to the
Yeah,
excellence.
it's correct. Whatever the paper which I have been published, it's not up to the standard. There is no novelty. The other people has been not attracted. If the other people has been read and then if they have been quoted in their paper, that means some justification I have done for the quality of the work which I have been done for the particular paper. Then only the visibility will come. So for that I have to promote in a different platform, like in Scopus, in Web of Science, in Google Scholar, in ResearchGate, in Arcade, then Bubblance. There are different sources are there. For that you need your email ID. Just you have to go and enter into that. Once you are published, automatically you have to upload your paper. From there you will get the visibility. Anyone can able to go any one of the sources and then they can able to get your details. Automatically your citation also will get increases. So if you are not promoting it, automatically you will not get any impact for the kind of publications which you are doing. So India as a producers nowadays, whatever the papers now we are going to publish it, we are exposing ourselves to get the impact. At last, if you are not getting the impact, you cannot succeed. See the kind of salary that you are going to get based on what?
Quality work.
Qualification and skills. One. Next. Okay, now tell me for what reason we are doing a PhD? Here almost 25 people are here, right? Do you feel that after PhD you will get the same salary?
No.
It will be high. Okay, fine, it will be high. Do you feel that it will be high more than that? For example, assuming that now you are getting, see when I was started my career, my PhD was funded, it was like 25,000, right? During 2015. I completed my PhD in the year of 2015. During that time my funded was 25,000. Then I worked as an assistant professor in the same college. How much do you think that my salary might be high? That's what I am saying. In 2015, my salary was as a stipend I get to 25,000, right? In 2017, how much my salary?
Approximately 50. More than 25.
More than 25. Yes, more than 25 only. No, how much hike it can be happen? How much hike? 10%. Okay.
This must we can know only passport xerox. Bank passport.
Okay. Right now, how much I might be getting?
1 lakh.
1 lakh. 5,000.
No, it's above 1 lakh.
125, sir.
120.
Fine.
Sir, based on your position, there is slab salary.
Ma'am, in India, there is no slab apart from the government institute.
Yes, sir.
Only tax. There is a slab.
Only tax only we have to pay every year. Right now, already I am getting message from the income tax office to file my return. So how much? See, why I am asking, like, the kind of work that we are going to publish, based on that your salary is important. Your salary will be decided. The position which you are planning to apply. So right now here you might be seeing that professor and research mentor, right? Next month my position is going to change. Already I am in a notice period, because I got a new job as a director for one of the institute, right? How they are taking me? In which way I have been marketed?
You are promoting yourself.
See, visibility is second. How myself I am marketing in the social media, and how I am going to demand my salary?
By your
Sir,
quality work.
you are
sir.
attending
Based on your credentials, sir.
different seminars, different.
Sir, different seminar is fine.
Yeah.
How?
Publishing paper, something.
So for that, if you are doing a PhD, at least you should have like minimum 6 to 8 social media profile, not Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like that.
Facebook.
There are some professional social media profile is there where you have to have your link. Based on that, your credibility will be higher whenever that you are publishing your papers. Based on that, that links you can able to put it in your CV. You don't want to carry your publications or dissertations wherever you are going for an interview. Through that link, they can able to visualize your information. By that, they will come to know whether you are suitable for that particular position or not. So that is the main criteria to expose yourself. By that you will get more impact. By that you can able to get revenue. At last, the PhD what we are doing? For revenue. Right? Same thing. So when coming to the open access,
Links, sir.
okay, now you can take Google Scholar, okay, then scopus.com, then Publons, 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 then ResearchGate, then ORCID, ORCID, then LinkedIn. If you want, you can use that LinkedIn also. Then researcher ID. So these are the main social media platforms where you can able to go and
Sir, blog it. Blog it.
what's that?
Blog it.
Blog up.
Blog it. Blog it.
No, sir. So when coming to open access, In olden days, if you want to get information, where you will go? Library. You will get all the information. So whatever the information they want, they will have only the limited number of books. Within that, we have to get the sources what we want. From that, we will gain the knowledges. So after that, we have moved towards the internet options, where in the sitting place itself we are getting all the information through the internet. So in which way the open access is going to help for us? So what do you mean by open access? According to you, what is open access?
Free sources.
You have to pay, get an article. Okay.
Download.
We can download.
Okay. Only the article or any other sources apart from article, apart from the journals.
Research also.
So what are the other open access?
Wikipedia, for example.
Presentations, books, e-books, all of this.
Okay. Then see, not only for the journals, even for the books, even for the games, even for the any kind of courses that you want to do, like Coursera, right? By use. So some of them are paid also is there, open access also is there, like NPTEL. If you want certificates, you have to go for paying extra 1,000 rupees to get the exams, to get that particular certificate, the courses you are doing. The same thing in the journal also. If you want to download any particular paper, some of the journals they are providing at free of cost. For some of the journals you have to pay or you have to subscribe for it. The same thing when you are going for publishing paper also. Some of the journals won't charge for it. Some of the journals will charge for to make the maintenance for the particular paper, because they are getting the cloud platform to store the paper. For that they have to pay money to the cloud providers. For that they will ask some amount. It's depending upon the journal to journal. It will be vary. That's what it is written here. It brings down barriers to scientific community by using internet. Open access means free and online access to scholarly literature. Those who are doing a research, it has to be free to get the information. So when you are saying about free, when you are going and searching at information from the different databases, so what are the different databases they have told you to download the papers?
Web of Science, Dimension, Google.
Okay, now tell me in Scopus where you will go and download papers. You have said Scopus, right? Scopus is the database.
It's not an open source.
Sir?
That's not an open source, sir.
It's not open source.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not open source. So what is Scopus database? Well, we don't know whether that particular journal has been indexed or not. By seeing a website, we will come to know like it will be indexing. It will not show. But when we are going and checking in the background sources, they will say that that particular journal is not indexed. It has been moved out because of the misconduct of the content which they have been uploaded. The same thing in the Web of Science also. So Web of Science, who is providing? Scopus is provided by elsewhere. Web of Science. Thomson Reuters, Clarivate. Thomson Reuters, Clarivate. Right? They are the one providing the Web of Science services. So the same set of criteria they are also following with the Scopus. They are also will monitor the publications. Once they have been identified in the website itself, they will say that it's an on hold. The journal is on hold. That means we are under investigations of the particular journals. Sometimes if they are satisfied with the explanation of the publishers, they will start indexing the remaining papers from the investigation period. Otherwise, they will stop when they have been started investigation period. In the meantime, if you have submitted your papers, once it got published, it will not get indexing. Then your work will be wasted. Right? So open access removes the pay per view. Some of the journals will ask for fee, some subscription charges. So for that, we are going for the open access. So for that only, now the Indian government has been started the open access licenses, where they are providing the free of content to all the people. Even the University of Mysore is having the open access. How many of you know that? They are having a separate repository for the Karnataka people. Separate databases they are having. UGC also having a separate repository for those who are doing a PhD. They can go and refer the yearly published PhD thesis. So the same thing the University of Mysore also is having. How many of you know that? And they are having Scopus and Web of Science Index Journal. Mysore University are having Scopus and Web of Science Index Journal. And UGC CAR also they are having. I will show you when coming here. Okay. So key development in the scholarly publishing. So if you take in the 1945 to 1970, after the post Second World War, the lot of information was started scattered. They want to make it available for all the people with paying some money, because they don't want to disclose all the information to everyone. If anyone wants to know that particular information, they have to pay for it. Then after that, they couldn't be able to send that particular document to the people, those who are requesting that information. So they are going towards the publications part in the form of printed format. So in 1991, the Elsewhere has started doing that publication services with some of the 9 universities like University of Sydney, then some of the other universities where they are providing these services. If anyone wants to know the information, the published paper, they can send a request to the particular universities. They will take a printout from there and then they will send it through courier post. In olden days, if you want to send any paper to the journal, you have to type it and then you have to courier to that particular editors. Then they will see the content and the novelty and everything. Based on that, they will accept or reject it. It will take minimum 6 months to 1 year to get their reply. Then after that only they have slowly moved towards the digital platform. So when you are going to submit your paper, nowadays there are different platforms that came to submit the papers. You can submit your paper through email, you can submit your paper through their online platform portal, or directly you can send the papers to the editor itself. So when you are submitting a paper to the people, there is a different ways to go to the publishers. So what are the different steps are there when you are submitting a paper? Did anyone teach you that? As a person you are submitting, what is the next step? Now you have written a paper. What is the next step?
Search for the appropriate journal.
Okay, you have search for appropriate journals. Your flag was less than 10%. Your guide also approved to go for submissions. After the next stage.
They were given set of rules accordingly we have to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have identified the journal. You are get ready with the paper. Everything was ready. Now after that next. So once you have submitted a paper, they will not accept as it is. So it's a peer review. How it will happen? Like, as a person, if I am submitting a paper to the journal or to the conferences, next it will go to the higher authority. It will go to the editor of the journal. Next step is it will go to the editor of the journal. Or if you are submitting to any conferences, it will go to the conference scientific committee team. They will see first that is falling under the scope of the journal or not. The scope of the journal they will see. The same thing for the conference also. Next, they will see the kind of format they have given for the journal, whether it has been formatted according to that or not. Each and every journals will have their own format. It will be varied. Some of the references also will be varied. If you take management or commerce, they will use APA format. If you take humanities, they will use MLA format. If you take computer science, they will use IEEE format, the referencing format. The structure of the paper also will be varied according to the domains. So this is the next second step. After that, the editor will take a decision like whether I want to send it to the reviewer or I can able to reject a paper, or is there any modification required. That is the first step for scrutinizing your paper. Once it has been passed, it will go to the blind reviewers. We don't know who is going to review our paper. It will go to the subject experts. It may go to a single person, it may go to 2 or 3 persons. The subject experts will go and read through your papers. They will not come to know like what is your name and for what reason you are doing it. They will see your title, your abstract, and then the entire page content. If it is satisfied, then only they will go inside your paper to read further. First, they will check your title and then abstract. Then after that, only they will go inside your whatever the pages you are going to write, like 10 pages or 15 pages, whatever you are going to write. If they are satisfied and if they want any improvement, they will tell you you have to modify that. Some minor correction they will give. Then again, it will go to the editor. The editor will send a mail to you. You have to modify that, and then again you have to submit it. Sometimes the editor also there is a chance to reject the paper. If it is reject, that's it. Again you have to rework on the paper and then you have to submit it to the some other journal, or you can submit to the same journal itself. So this is what the process will be. So when coming to the digital format, the people, when they are trying to publish a paper, they want to get a research gap. If you are not able to get the information, then what will happen? Now we are doing a, can you give me a small domain what you are working on it? For example, if the person is working on satisfaction, okay. For example, now I am working on patient satisfaction. Patient satisfaction in telemedicine. Nowadays, most of the after COVID came, what we are doing right nowadays. Earlier, if we are sick, we will directly go to the hospital, right? Nowadays, what we are doing? Through mobile app, we are calling the doctor and we are getting the opinion. I am having a cough. I am not feeling well. Can you please prescribe? He will get your opinion and based on that he is giving a medicine.
Online services.
Online. Right? So whether the patient is satisfied or not with the telemedicine, whether it is reliable or not, whether the doctor is having a responsibility or not, whether it is tangibility or not, right? I can able to do a study in this. Patient satisfaction. So if I want to do a study on this particular topic, where I am going to get that information? So what kind of study has been done earlier? What kind of problems they have been taken in this same particular topic, and then what they have been proved? What findings they have been got and what suggestions they are trying to give? The same thing if you take here in Mysore, there is a Chamundi hill is there, right? Some 15 kilometers here. How the perception of the tourist. If you take the Mysore Palace or the Chamundi Hill, those who are visitors to this particular state, what kind of opinion they are having? Is there any improvement they want or not? They are having all the facilities when they are coming to see this particular locality or not? Or is there any improvement they are occurred? See, last time when I was doing my PhD, one of my friends was doing a study on Srirangam temple. You know Srirangam temple, right? Not here. In Tamil Nadu, there is one more Srirangam temple is there. Right? The person has studied about, he has taken only that particular temple, how the customer perceptions, whether the transport facility is good or not, whether the food is good or not, how the organization of that particular temple. So she has done a study on that, and then she got approval for that particular questions from the author, those who has been published from the Pondicherry University. The Pondicherry University professor has created a questionnaire, and he has validated the particular questionnaire. He has taken that same questionnaire for a study with approval from that particular guide, particular person, and she has completed her study. And now she is a doctor, now she is a PhD holder. Now she is working in one college in Chennai itself. So the problem is everywhere. So how we are going to take that particular problem and how we are going to give us solutions for that, and how we can able to improve in future. That is what we are going to tell in our research work. So for that, where and all we can able to get that information. See, not only from the journals you don't want to get your information. Even you can able to get your research gap from the videos, from the books, even from the cartoon channels. You can take that as a research gap, and then you can able to use it. But you have to know like how you can able to cite that references in your research books, in your dissertations. You don't want to take only from the journals. So these are the 3B open access initiative. First one is from the Budapest open access. So all the 3 persons, they are saying that the journals or the books or the material, whatever the material, it should be free, it should be easily accessible to everyone. It has to be get immediately after they has been published, and it has to be available 24/7. And if they want to reuse, they can take the same concept, and based on that they can able to apply in some other platform. For an example, now I want to study about the employee satisfaction in the Mysore University. Employee satisfaction in the Mysore University. The same concept I can take, whatever the questionnaire they have been used, I can take the same concept, and then I can go and apply in Bangalore University. Whether that study is valid or not. Here already the study has been completed with the Mysore University, the employee satisfaction. I am planning to take the same concept, same questionnaire, and I want to apply in Bangalore University. Whether that study is applicable or not. Applicable, yes, because I am not going to use the same population. The population is different, but the study is same. Study is same, but the population size is different. The people's opinion also is going to be differs. The result also it will be differs. So in that way also you can take your study. Right? That's what we can able to reuse the content. That was reuse rights. We are getting an approval from a particular person that I am going to take your concept, your questionnaire, but I am going to apply in some other places for my study. I want to know the employee satisfaction of the so and so university. Can you please give approval to take your questionnaire? So if the person gives approval, then I can go for do my research work on that particular area. That's why the open access is really important for us. But in which way they are having the copyrights? That also we have to look into it. So when you are seeing a journal paper or any books, will you get all the research outputs? Do you feel that all the values are correct?
No.
They will do some statistical analysis, some graphs and everything. Do you feel that that will be correct?
No.
95% it may be correct, but 5% there is a chances of an error. For an example, I will tell you, if you want to get a significant result, what is the value you will put? 0.05 is the significant level we will put. Suppose for one of my variable, I want to get significant result, but it's getting like insignificant result. What I will do? I will manipulate. But manipulation is ethics or not ethics?
Not.
Unethics, right? But we can do it, but we should not do it for not up to the extent. Okay, up to single one or two places we can do it, but not for all the places. Okay, so in that case I can little bit manipulate the data, and then I can able to go for summation. When you are submitting a paper, they will not go and cross verify it. They will not sit and do the manual calculations, because it will take a lengthy process. If they want to go for t-tests or correlations, they cannot sit and type. They will not apply the mean values, and then they will not. If you are getting the mean values, then they have to identify the standard deviations. Then they have to go for variance. Then based on that, they have to apply on the t-test formula, or they have to apply on the regression formula, or relation formula. Then they have to do the calculations. Then only they will get that. Even if they are getting the results, again they have to go and check it in the standard table with the degree of freedom, with their sample. They have to go and check it out whether they are getting the less than value or greater than value of the calculated value or the table value. Then only they will get that result, right? So that's what. Most of the time we will not get the accessible for the final outcome. But if we want data, now Google is providing the data for free of cost. In Google you can able to get the data, the secondary sources of data you can get free of cost. Okay, that is a separate platform where you can able to get the secondary sources at free of cost. So when coming to the open access publishing, now the technologies are changing every day. How it is going to help as an individual? Now almost 25% are here, the research scholars are here. The technologies are changing. Everyone are going to do your research work for the next 3 years. It is going to be a huge impact across the world for the next 3 to 4 years. In which way it is going to help the other people? You can able to see here the advent of technology has proliferated the heavy and incredible growth of scholarly research conducted at university and institutions around the world. The finding and recommendation of the research outcome generally published in the research journals, but access to the academic publishing is restricted to the subscriber of the articles. Now you are going to submit. You can go, if you want, you can open the Springer.com website. You can give any one of the domain, and then you can able to see how much they are charging, the cost. In your mobile phone, you can open and see Elsewhere, Science Direct or Emerald. You can open and see how much they are asking for a single paper. I tell you for what reason I am telling. If you are having mobile phone, just open any one of the sources like Emerald, InterScience, right? Emerald, InterScience, Elsewhere, Wiley, Hindavi. You can give any domain, and then you can search and see how much they are charging. You can give any topic, and then you can see how much they are charging. See, you are working for you are going to work for the next 3 to 4 years, and you are going to publish, right? Like you, some of the person has been published a paper in that particular sources. You want to know how much they are charging. So it will be vary depending upon the journal to journal. Sometimes it will be 40, sometimes it will be 80 euros, right? Dollars are euros, not in rupees. Okay. So you will not get full length paper. You will not get full length paper. You can able to see only the abstract. Okay. Now I have read the abstract. Now I am satisfied with the abstracts to go for purchasing. Now I have paid the $80, whatever the amount they are asking. After getting that full length paper, if I am dissatisfied with that particular content, I can able to get that amount back? No, right? So whatever that amount I have been paid, it's waste, right? The government funded or from the research players, they are going to pay and then we are going to publish it. However, as the researcher publish and hand over their research outcome to the private publishers without any expectations. You are selling your paper to the other people. If anyone wants to download, they will get the amount, they will use it. They will not give any amount to those who are worked for that particular paper. Whatever the amount they are going to get from the individuals, the publishers only going to get gain from that, and they are going to get revenue. So next, what are the other bridging gaps? Even though if you are publishing in the open access, all the journals will not give the complete sources or complete approval to go for taking the particular information. If you want to take any one of the questionnaires, you have to get approval from the researchers. For that, you can directly contact the editor and then you can request that I am planning to work on your sources. Can you please give an access, or you can please give permission to use your questionnaire for my study at free of cost. Or if you want money, I can able to give money. How much ever you can able to give, you can able to negotiate with it directly to that particular person, those who are authors. Without permission, if you are using, then there is a violation law. Whatever the amount that particular person is going to ask, you have to give the money. So when you are going to the top 1 journals, they will give some of the parameters, which are the journals, which are all the parameters that you can able to reuse, which are all the parameters they have used for commercial purpose, which are all the parameters that you cannot able to derive it. So they will have the copyright with them itself, with the author itself. If it is only the public domain, you can without any hesitation you can use it without any approval. For rest of the thing, you have to get approval, otherwise there will be a violation. Only one process like biomed center. If you take they have removed, the Canadian government itself removed the top 3 publishers from their educational system itself. Ready? MBBA? MBBA is there? Indari? I am raising a query on that particular paper. Whatever they have been implemented, that is wrong. Whatever the analysis they have done is wrong. I can write a letter to the editor or the editor can watch people to get justifications from the particular author. if the particular author has been failed to justify the study, then automatically the paper will be removed from the particular sources. Or we can go against the particular person to go for getting a money also. Right? So these are all the different sources where you can able to download the papers. Some of the journals will ask cost, some of the journals will give for free. So how the open access is going to help for us? So when you are keeping in a different platform, your work will be going to be visible across the places. Automatically you will get a citations. Each and every citations, for example, if you take Google Scholar, Scopus, Web of Science, and then ResearchGate, each and every platform are having their own citation materials. If you are publishing paper in Scopus, right, only the paper what you have been published, if that particular paper has been cited by the particular Scopus index journal, then only that particular citation will be added in the Scopus index databases. The same thing for the Web of Science. If it is in the Google Scholar, whoever it is, either they are publishing in local journals, they are citing your paper in the local journals, or in Scopus or Web of Science, or even in the conferences, it will get that information and it will add it to your Google Scholar. The same thing in the ResearchGate also. So based on that, your visibility also will be more higher to the other peoples. So what are the papers they have been published? The papers you have been published, from that they can able to get what findings you have been studied according to the research problems that you have been identified. From that they can able to carry forward their research work. Then higher citation matrices, if it is not visible to anyone, automatically your citations will not improve further. So many people can able to access your studies. Then if anyone wants to combine, if the study is not good, whatever the data which is there, manipulation data was there. See, when we are seeing the research, or when we are doing analysis, easily we can able to understand whether that particular data has been genuinely corrected or not. See, when I was doing, sometimes I will do the biostatistics for the physiotherapy as well as nursing students. Straight away I'll ask, they will give the raw data to me to analyze the data. After doing the descriptive statistics, the mean and standard deviation, I will ask how many data that you have been collected. I will ask, their sample size will be only 40. For them, their sample size getting itself very difficult. But we will come to know like whether the collected data was genuine or not. I will ask them clearly, now tell me how many data that you have been collected. They will say that, sir, for the past 3 months I have collected only 2 data. I am not getting the patient. Then how you have been entered it? They will say that in the previous study, I saw the average. Based on that, I have entered the data with my own averages here and there, and I got the result. Then I will ask them, okay, now you have done that. Now what findings you are finding? Going to find out. The findings are going to be same. Then in which way you are going to prove that your study is better? So again, as a statistician, right, I have to tell them like, even though if you are not collected, you have to say that the kind of protocol which you are taken, the kind of you can submit your paper. So some of the journals are having the faster responses according to their platform. You will get whether acceptance or rejections within a month also. You don't want to wait 6 months. Some of the journals will ask a minimal charges for the maintaining of their websites in the government open access. Then based on that, once you have given it, automatically it will be get published. Sometimes once the paper has been get published, after 1 year or 1.5 years, it will go to the main website. Till that time, it will show it as a preprint. They will allot the DOI. I hope everyone knows about DOI, right? So for each and every paper, whatever the paper that you are going to publish, the journal is going to give one number, digital object identifier number. If you are using that number, automatically your paper will get open. You do not go to that particular website, particular volume or particular issue. If you are giving that particular number in the Google Chrome, automatically your paper will get open. It will be vary for each and every paper what you are going to publish. Sometimes, right now if I am publishing one paper, it will get after publication 1.5 years. It will be considered as a preprint. It will not consider as a published article. It has been accepted by the journal, but it is under the process of printing to go for the main sources of the particular website. So, when coming to the green open access rule, again some of the universities will have the subscription with some of the journals. They will directly submit a paper to the particular journals, and then they will try to wait where they can able to publish the paper. Some of the people might be heard about special issue. How many of you heard about special issue in a journal? Special issue. So some of the journals will provide a special issue on a particular topic. So if you are, for example, if the people are conducting a conferences, they will directly speak to the journal team. We are conducting a conference in a particular theme. We want to have a collaboration with you. So whatever the journals, whatever the papers that we are going to receive, we are going to review it. The kind of process which you are going to do, we will do the same process, and then we will have the flag report and everything. We will submit the plagiarism report, everything to you. But please give a space for our conference to upload it in your journal. For that, they will have a mutual consent. They will have to pay few amounts to the editorial board, and based on that they will start publishing it. The third option is hybrid method. Directly as a person, we are directly going to make the payment to the journal to publish our paper. Whatever the amount they are going to ask, we are going to pay it, because at last what we want? PhD. Without these two papers, they will not allow to submit our PhD report. So we have to pay our amount and we have to publish it. So now you are publishing a paper with money. Let us assume that. Now you are publishing a paper by paying the amount. Will you go and ask to the same publisher to give the paper for free of cost to you again?
No.
You have paid the money, right, to publish the paper. Again, can you go and ask to them, can you please send the paper to me again?
No.
After publication?
No.
I want download again, I want submit to my journal, I want submit to my college.
No.
They will give only one time. After that you have to preserve it. You have to keep it somewhere else. If you lost, again you have to pay. Otherwise you have to go to the site to download your paper. During that time, if you lost that, you have to go and pay that amount, and then only you can able to get it. Because that is the sources through that they are getting the money. Because they are also want to pay the money for cloud services, Scopus team, because they want to make their journals in the particular databases. Then only they can able to earn money. Otherwise they cannot able to earn money. I don't know how many of them are getting a messages through the other platform. Once you have registered your PhD, hello sir, we come to know like you have registered your PhD. You want any support?
Yes, sir.
Right? Sir, we are the only person charging very less. We will completely give from top to bottom page, from cover page to last 10 pages. We will give the paper also. This is the cost. This is happening. Some people will come and approach me. I have done for few people. I am openly telling that. Okay, but these people have, this will happen once you are registered. But if you are going in that way, you will not learn anything. If you are doing by your own, if anyone asks any questions related to your work, you have a guts to speak in front of anyone what you have done. If anyone asks any questions, you can easily answer what you have done, what kind of difficulties that you have been faced, what findings you have been identified, what suggestions you have given. Right? See, right now I am speaking this particular PPT. You might be seeing that, did I see anything in the PPT? Because I have sat down for the past 1 week, I have read all the sources and then I have done it. Because that much of confidence that I am having that I can able to present in front of the people. If I download from any one of the sources without seeing anything, if I am preparing that one, I cannot able to present it. That's what I am saying. If the PowerPoint or whatever it is, I cannot able to present. Right? So if you are not giving our, we don't want to give like 100%. At least if you are giving like 80% of our work, that much is enough to have a confidence on ourselves to complete the work. Yeah, yes, ma'am. That also you can cite it. For that they will give a DOI and everything. They will say that it's ahead of printing. So why we want open access? Okay. You can able to see the sentence within the box. If you have an apple and I have an apple and we exchange these apples, then you and I will still each have one apple. But if you have an idea, and I have an idea and we exchange these ideas, then each of us will have two ideas. That's why the open access is coming into the picture. So if you are keeping your paper in the open access platform, you are exchanging your ideas to carry forward their research work. You are exchanging your knowledge to get more information on others' work also. If you are keeping it not in open access, the people cannot able to see in which area that you have been done. Right? They will not know like what is the scope and what is the problem statements are there in that. Always we have to keep it in an open platform where everyone can able to access it. By that only we can able to identify the research gap, how we can able to improve further. Okay. So recently a car has been launched 10 days before. So now what is the competitor in the, now who is the competitor for the hatchback cars? Now recently one of the four-wheeler has launched in India. In May they have been announced, Hyundai. Now they are becoming the competitor with Tata, Citroen and Maruti. Hyundai has released, till that time the Tata was selling the more number of hatchback cars till last month, till last week. Their starting price was 6 lakhs. Exter. Hyundai Exter. In the announcement itself they have said that we are going to provide a minimum of 26 features for the basic model. We are having 40 features with a different variants, and some of the features are going to be common across all the drinks which are going to release, and that price is going, whatever the product that we are going to launch, it is going to be a big competitor with the other people in the market. They have not released the specification of any items for the particular product. They have released only the trailer. If you want to book, pay 11,000. Pay 11,000. Your order will be booked. But we are going to launch in July 10th. That time they have not announced the price. They have not announced the engine number, what engine they are going to use, whether it is going to be in petrol or CNG, whatever it is. They have given only the trailer. In June month, they have given the list of features and started people are booking for the particular car. Once they have been launched, now people are going behind the car. When they are launching, they said that the waiting period of the particular car is only like 3 to 4 weeks. After they launch that particular car, now the waiting period has been increased to 6 to 12 weeks. Before launching, they said that it is 3 to 6 weeks. After launching, it is 6 to 12 weeks. Because now they have become the competitor with the other motors, and they are exchanging their ideas what they are going to give to the people. So now the other people are also thinking like, if these people are giving in this particular cars, I cannot sell my product. How I can able to improve my product to sell with the people? The same thing that we are going to doing right now. The kind of work which you are doing right now, if you are not getting a citation, automatically no one will going to read your papers. If you are getting a citations, then only next time there is a chances for you to write the another article. After you completing your PhD also, you have to write your article. Otherwise, there will be no hike. After PhD also, we have to write the papers. It has to publish. If you are going for any colleges, they will ask how many citations you are having, what is the impact factor that you are having. They will ask how much H index you are having, how many I index you are having in Google Scholar. So all the things will be coming under the kind of paper which you are publishing. So by that you can able to strengthen your research activity. So by that you can able to economically strong. Sometimes you can able to get money, the kind of work which you are publishing through patent or through copyright, or some of the papers which you are going for commercialization also, you can able to get money out of it. So preparing for the open access. So what are the journals, the paper which you are going to write, you have to put it in the different platforms where others can easily able to access. Like how we are posting, see when there is any functions, what do you do? When there is any functions in our home, what do we do after taking photo? Posting in Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or in status, right? So who is getting benefit of it? Who is getting benefit? You are giving agreement to the Facebook users. I am giving the full and full responsibility to you. If any information you want, you can take that information from my end. Without my approval, when you are opening that particular account, they will ask tick the terms and conditions. We will not read the terms and conditions. We will tick it and then we will start posting it. They can use our data without our information. The same thing. When you are trying to any one of the websites, there will be option called accept cookies. Click OK or cancel. So what do you mean by cookies? Whatever the browsing history that you are going to search it in your Google Chrome, they are going to get those informations from you. Through that, they can able to sell your information to the third party. Through that only you are getting some unwanted messages or emails to your email ID. If you go and check your spam, you will get lot of emails. You will not subscribe, but background they will get, without knowing you, they will get those information. There are some advantages and disadvantages there in the open access also. So that's what even to promote awareness. There are some advantages and disadvantages also there in the open access. Without our knowledge, they will get our information. So providing assistance in the institution-based journals. Some of the journals are having their own journals and then repositories where they can able to go and submit their papers to avoid the plagiarism. So the main thing, copyright and licensing. So whatever the work that you are going to do, you are the one sole copyright author. Whatever the content, whatever the graph, whatever the images that you are going to draw, or the data which you are going to collect from the individuals, you are having the sole copyright. If anyone come and tells that, for example, now you can able to see the book in a blue color, right? I have changed only the color from blue to yellow. It is copyright. I have violated the copyright or violated. Okay. So what I can go against the people? What the people can go against me? So what kind of cases they can able to put on me?
Copyright violation.
Copyright violation.
So what kind of things they can get it from me?
Fine.
Fine. One is fine. Next.
Suspending, not receiving the article.
Okay. So one is penalty. Otherwise, there will be some imprisonment. They may send me to jail for 6 months or 1 year if I am not okay with the fine amount. Or sometimes there may be chances of negotiation between the party. You have been copied my thing. You have to pay this much amount. So what happened to recently in the Kantara movie?
Solved it.
Yeah, they have solved it. What happened?
Negotiation.
So they have copied that particular song, that theme music, right? So by mutual understanding, the court itself done the mutual understanding between the two people without any giving any amount. They solve the problem because of devotions we cannot ask money. The movie also going good. We can please withdraw the particular cases. Otherwise, we have to pay the money. So we have to be very careful when we are taking any content or any images or any information. We have to give citations, the kind of information which we are taking from the online. So there are different type of copyright licenses are there. If you see shrink wrap licenses, when you are installing an applications in your mobile, now you are going to Play Store. If you want to download any particular applications, what do you do?
We will allow.
Permission.
You will allow, right?
Yes.
Then if you are giving like allow button, then only you can able to download or access. They can whatever that features they want to access it, they can able to access it. If you are denying it, they cannot able to access the features which they want. For example, if I want to install a GPS camera app, if I want to install a GPS mobile app, I have to give the access of my camera. I have to give the access of my gallery to store the information, and then I have to give access of my GPS locations. Then only they can able to access it. Otherwise, they cannot able to access it. So that is what I am giving the copyright to access my mobile phone. From that you can able to use whatever you want, or I can able to use your content also. That is what the software license agreement between me and then particular user. When you come to the click graph licenses, as I said that if you are opening on any particular website like Facebook or Gmail, whatever account it is, they will ask you to click the terms and conditions. They will give like lengthy pages, but we will not read. Whatever they are asking, we will just click it and then we will submit it. They also will open, because it's like automated one. If you are not aware about it, then anyone can able to use it. For an example, now I am going for joining in any particular institute. Before joining institute, they will give an appointment letter. That appointment letter in how many pages? Some 7 to 8 pages will be there. Appointment letter. Some 7 to 8 pages will be there. What is the HR policy? What is the leave policy? How is salary structure? How many days you want to take leave? What is your notice period? So for each and every heading they will write some 3 to 4 paragraphs. Like that 8 pages will be there. So before signing, the HR will tell that before signing it, you please read and sign it in each and every pages. Right? If you are not reading and signing that particular pages, what will be the consequences? That means they are accepted. So whatever the terms and conditions they have been mentioned in that particular document, that I have been agreed for that. So I have to fulfill or I have to serve that particular notice period, whatever it is, then only I can able to come out. So that is a kind of a license between agreement between me and the third party. I can able to get that. So like that there are different type of licenses that we are having it. That same thing, browser licenses. The materials which we are trying to use it. If you are trying to get some of the questionnaire if you want to use for your study, you want to go and get approved from the particular author, the main author. So this particular questionnaire is valid for my study. Can you please give a permission to use your question for my study to collect the data or not? So if the person gives permissions, then only you can able to go for data collection. Otherwise, without the particular person consent, you cannot able to go for it, because that person can put a case against you also. So, alright, reserved, copyright, it's fine. If I am not allowing you to take that particular material to reuse it, you cannot use it. You have to get permission to use that particular material, otherwise I can go against it. Next one, I have already given the permissions to use it. You don't want to ask again the permissions to get that information from me again, that particular paper. But you have to cite the paper of mine. If you are not citing it, again I can go for the violation of the federal law. So open licensing will help us to go for retain, reuse, redistribute, remix, and then revise. When you are going for downloading any open access paper, we can use retain the same concept. We can reapply the different methodology or in different locations to go for a particular study, or you can able to go for the same study with a different kind of people. You can reuse the same concept, same methodology, instead of, as I said, the University of Mysore and the Bangalore University. Instead of University of Mysore, inside Mysore itself we can take some other colleges and then we can able to reuse that particular same topic. So remix, whatever the data already is there, the concept is there. Along with that, you can add few more content into that. With that, you can able to start your new study. So by that, open access will help us to improve. for your study. So whatever the work which you are going to do, the kind of licenses that you are going to give for the others, it is going to impact for your work as well as for others' work also. In which way you are going to share? By that, the visibility of the outcome of the research work also will be exposed much better. So each and every licenses having their own impact, like public domain licenses, DRM, privacy license, Creative Commons, Open Database license, Open Content license. So like the different licenses are there. Like if you go for a public domain, if you go to the government websites, we cannot able to monitor it because whatever they are going to mention, we are considering that it's a genuine one. Yes or no? If you are going to the government website, if I want to collect last 5 years rainfall data, if I want to collect last 5 years rainfall data, I can go to the weather department website, I can download it. I cannot go and question them whether that particular data which is given in their website is correct or not. Because they will say that whatever that data which we are given, we will get it. So we can don't want to get permission from the particular sources. Directly we can able to cite their sources from where we have taken. Further, we don't want to go and write a letter to the government officials to get the permissions. Directly we can take that information and then we can use it. Then again DRM is like for the artist work, like any graph or any images, you want to get the licenses from the particular authors or from the journals. So if you are going to use any software, again we have to get permissions. Otherwise, most of the people nowadays what we are using? Pirated versions.
Yes.
We are not getting the softwares, right? Pirated version we are using. But if you are going for many softwares, we have to get licenses. That is the one authenticator. Otherwise, it will not be valid when you are going for any work which you are going to do. Then copyright software licenses. The kind of work which you are going to do, there should be some novel to work with that particular software which you are going to work on. Then open content license. So whatever the content which are available in the online sources, right? They will share as it is. Whatever the work paper which are going to publish, it is going to be online. Some of the publishers will share only the abstracts. Through that, they will try to generate the money because they want to maintain their websites. If you are interested, then only you are going to purchase that particular paper, otherwise you are not going to purchase. So once you have paid the money, they are going to share as it is what the paper, the other has been submitted to the journal. The same thing, without paying the money, you are directly going to the platform, the different platform to get the papers, what it has been submitted to the journal itself. So if the open access is nothing but without any interventions, you are going to download the papers from the online. That is what the open access is. Without paying any money, without any software, without any barriers, you are going to get the full-length papers. So open publication license. So each and every publishers having their own licenses, which way they have to provide to the users, and then each and every publishers having their own databases, own repositories, where they can able to provide the information at the free of cost. Then open data commons, where they can able to give the digital materials, where you can able to get at the free of cost. So this is the main common one, the Creative Commons. So did anyone see the top 5 images? These symbols. Okay, when you are buying any product, did you see any TM mark? Trademark.
Trademark.
Why trademark they are giving?
One product, genuineness.
Sir? Okay, competitive products then.
Originality.
To have their own identity where others should not infringe that. That's why they are using TM. They have to register for it. If anyone is violating that particular brand, then they can go against the particular person. Violations. What are the, again, the money is not involved there. Then what about C? C within bracket. Copyright. So that copyright has been owned by whom? Okay. For example, now we are seeing the serials. Serials and movies are there. Who own the copyright?
TV channel, so
TV channels. Okay. How many copyright will be there in that?
then purchase.
How many copyrights will be available in that? And how many IPRs will be there in that? How many IP rights? What are the rights they can able to get? So that's the network. The TV network will put a contact with the director. That whatever the concept that you are having, you have to be signed with the particular TV channel, that you should not disclose it till the particular field has been ended. The second one with the photographer, because photographer and the videographer, whoever it is, they have to take the again rights with the people, because they are the one capturing the sequences. They should not misuse the outside. If they are misusing those particular videos, automatically the name of the channel should be get spoiled. They will do for it. Not only in the TV channels, what we are doing in our day-to-day life also. For example, now we are going for taking a photo. What will you do? Who is having the ownership of that particular photograph we are taking? Who is having the ownership? We are going for taking a photo. Who is having the ownership of that particular photo? Okay. Okay, who is having that ownership, rights? Producers are having that. So, for example, if I am going for taking a photo, who is having that ownership? Photographer. Because he is the one taking that photo. We are paying the money to the particular person. Can you please give that? Whatever we are purchasing right now, we are giving the money to the particular person to purchase it. Even if this water bottle is there, this is the brand of Bisleri. But Bisleri also has paid the money to purchase this particular water. Right? So each and every persons are paying a money to that so and so sources to use to make the product or to make the particular content. Same thing, whatever content that we are going to write, we are also be a part of the proprietor or as a copyright owner. Right? So that's what a non-profit organizations enables the sharing and use of creativity and knowledge among the three legal tools. So the CEC movement is based on some of the right reserved concept. All the content may not be given to other people. Some of them will be hidden to safeguard. By that we can able to earn money. So before this, can able to see these are the different platforms These are different copyright we are giving to the people when we are writing a paper. Creative Commons licenses. These are like attribution, the derivatives, and then commercialization. If you want to commercialize product, you don't want to give a copyright only for that particular one. The remaining part you can give it to the general people. If anyone want to use your personas, you can block that, and the remaining portion of that you can able to give to the people. Directly they can come and approach you. By that, if you want to get money from the authors, you can get it, or you can give for the free of cost. By that way also you can able to earn money for your work. Right? So these are, or if you want to share as it is, the kind of work directly to the people, to the publishers, they will use CC by NCNA, share alike. So these are like the different platform, different copyright licenses that you are giving to the publishers or to the other people to use your content. So open access publishing, this will be like conventional counterparts, freely available towards the world with some of the repositories like DOAJ, directly open access, where you can be able to get most of the journals at free of cost, their documents. So repositories will deposit all the articles, not only journal articles, books, newsletters, some of the magazines, printed articles, scanned articles, everything will be there. Pre-print articles also will be there, where you can able to go and download from that particular sources. So some of the Indian open access initiatives where you can able to go and get at free of cost. DOJ is the platform where you can able to go and get it. Then Indian Academy of Sciences, where they are having n number of journals. Through that, according to your domain, you can able to go and download the papers. So these are the different journals where they are having it. You can directly go there and then you can able to download at free of cost. So and inside that, these are some of the different journals. According to the year wise, you can able to go and then you can able to search for your papers and then you can able to get it. These are all some of the examples. This is another one, publishers like Kamala Raj Enterprises. So apart from that, some of the core journals will be there according to your domain. Some of them may be like multidisciplinary, some of them may be like the core journals which are having under your domain, where directly you can go and download the papers, or you can directly contact the editor to get that particular papers from the particular papers. So when coming to the repository, where you can able to get the dissertations across the people, like as you said that Sudganga, whatever the universities are there inside India, those who are published there, those who are completed their PhD, you can able to go and get their entire PhD topic, their entire PhD report. What comment has been given by any particular people, by the external or internal examiners. Even IAC also having their own repository where they can download their dissertation part, and then Ramaya is having, University of Mysore also they are having. Right? These are all some of the sources where you can able to download it. So apart from that, if you want to find any knowledge on your topic, you can go to the open knowledge or traditional knowledge sources. So this is the Journal of Mysore, Agricultural Sciences. How many of you get that? When I was searching about the Mysore, is that University of Mysore is having any journal? From that I got it. Because each and every university will have their own journals. Nowadays, the private colleges starting running their own journals, own repository. Because now students are doing their final year projects. They want to protect that. If the upcoming students want to know like what kind of project has been done by the previous year students, they can easily go and get that. They don't want to go to library. Directly they can go to their websites and then they can get that information. Some archive, it is like those who publish the papers, the preprints will be available there. you can able to go and get the paper directly from here. How many of you heard this word? This is the repository of Mysore. Vidyanidhi. Whatever the PhD dissertation that you are going to publish, going to submit, it is going to be uploaded here. Those who are completed the PhD under University of Mysore, you can go and search the information in these particular sources, apart from Swadhyanga also. Because this is how they are promoting their research work to the state people as well as to the entire India also, where everyone can able to access the information. See, until and unless if you are not spending minimum 15 minutes to half an hour in online to get knowledge on the sources, then you will not get the much information. See, before coming, till 1 week before, I also don't know University of Mysore is having this repository. Till 1 week before, I also don't know. Till that time, I know that only Swadhyanga is the platform given by the UGC to get the dissertation, to see all the dissertation, those who have submitted their PhD. But after searching only, we come to know like this repository, the University of Mysore is having. Apart from that, if you are working on any humanities, you can go to this particular website portal to get information about these cultural heritages, then child trafficking, and if you want to find any cases, you can get it from this explorations part. And if you want to, if you are doing anyone in languages, go to this particular portal, and then you can get the information. See, these are like the open sources where you can able to get that information in the free of cost. Then Digital Library of India, then SODA, then Traditional Knowledge, Database Learning, Library, and then Vivian Prasad Digital Library, where you can able to get it. So like this, there are a lot of universities there. And at last, this is the main one. This is my last slide. A to Z. This is A to Z when you are as a PhD or as you are researcher, as a PhD, those who are doctorate, this is the main one. You have to be very careful with the A to Z. Author, be vigilant, copyright, DOI, ATM code, fees, Google, hijack journals, ISN, general ranking, keen on research, landscape, methodology and application, open access, peer review, quota, requirements, scope, track record, unwanted, verifiability, worldviews, interaction policy, why and how, zero tolerance. Those who are going to do a PhD, those who are completed a PhD, those who are having an experience in a PhD, this A to Z is mandatory. Why it is mandatory? As an author, you are the one sole responsibility for submitting a paper to the journal. The content which you are having in that particular paper, you are the responsible person. Whether that submitted paper is going into the original journal or related journal, right? You are the one sole responsibility, right? That is what A author. By that, your work you are going to visualize to the other people. That's what first A author is the main important. Then vigilant. I am giving approximate, ma'am. 10 out of 10,000, minimum 10 journals are predatory. You cannot find whether it is original or fake. It will look like a same. Whatever the work you have done for the past 6 months or 1 year, that work will be get wasted. If you are going for paid also, that money also will get wasted, your time also will get wasted. Again you have to work for another 6 months. Right? Then copyright. So Again, if you are going to get any person's information, you have to get approval, or if you are going to take anyone's images, you have to get approval. Otherwise, what kind of approval that you are going to give to the particular journal people? Whether you are going to give only part of the content to the publishers to publish it, or you are going to give the entire content to publish as it is, to go for to upload it in their journals. This according to the user wish, the author wish, how they want to submit it to the journals. Then DOI. So the DOI is mandatory nowadays for all online publications. If you take 2 years before, if you are publishing the paper in printed version also they will accept. But nowadays slowly they are trying to manage the printed versions. Why? Because if you are going for the printed versions, we don't know who is going to print that particular journal. I can also create the same kind of template. I can also create a same kind of design. I can ask 10 persons paper, I can binding it, I can give to them. If you want to cross verify to check the authenticity, you will not get it. If you want to go and check it in online, you will not get that information. If you go and ask to the people, you will not get the proper responses. So because of that reason only, nowadays the people are moving towards the online digital platform. If you are going to publish a paper, they are going to give an unique ID, digital object identifier. That is what the DOI is. For each and every manuscript, they are going to give the numbers, and with that number you can able to access it directly. It will take you to the particular journal website where you have been published, under which volume or issue number. Then editorial board, when you are going for submitting a paper, they will provide the editorial board people. Whether that editorial board name are correct, and you can able to go and cross verify that whether that particular person is working in the particular institute or not. Because if you are going for the printed journals, they will not give the email ID of the particular editor. I can also create a same website like the one of the Scopus or Web of Science without the giving information. Who is going to see and who is going to complain it? But if I am giving the email ID, the addresses, I have to go and cross verify to the particular website of the particular persons in the ResearchGate or in the LinkedIn profile or in the institution profile. You can go and check, and then based on that you can go for selection of the particular journal. I don't know whether they have shown you the predated journal with the original journals. They have given the comparison. They have shown the original site as well as the clone site. No, right? Okay, I will show you if possible. Then fees, before submitting we have to see like how much they are charging, whether it is free or they are asking any some amount. Some of the people they will ask up to 6 pages, there is no fee for the paper. If you are going beyond 6 pages, they will ask some amount. Some of them, whatever the pages you are having, we will go for free of cost. Some of the journals they will say that you have to pay per article 15,000. That is clearly mentioned in the particular journal website itself. If it is review paper, this much cost with GST. You can go and see it in the other instruction pages. Then Google. So you can able to see the performance of the particular websites, how the people has been written the paper before that. Then hijack channels as a predatory journals, how it is going to be there, and then ISN. Even the closed journals also will have the same ISN number, but we have to go to the ISN portal to know whether it is with the name of that particular website they got it or not. Right? Then journal ranking, each and every journals will have their own ranking. To check that, you can go and check it in the Zimago JR. Zimago journal ranking, SCIMAGO JR. That is the website where you can able to go and see the particular journal impact factor, whether it is in a different quartiles or not. Then keen on research, how your problem statement is going to be, then landscape, under which quartile they are trying to publish the papers, that particular publishers, then methodology, the kind of methodology that you are going to follow. So each and every domains having their own different methodology concepts, based on that you are going to publish it. And then navigations, when you are going to a particular website, it has to be navigated across the particular pages to easily get that information from the particular sources. Then open access, where that particular publishers has to provide the information at a free of cost without any barriers. Peer review. So when you are going for a peer reviewed journals, it will take minimum 2 months to 3 months to give the acceptances. Some of the journals are there, if you are submitting today, tomorrow you will get the acceptance. Like that journals are there, but you will not get the visibility of your content. Then quota. So like quartile, as I said that there are 4 quartiles are there. Some of the journals will publish only annually, some of the journals will publish semi-annual. So like that different quartiles are there where you will going to publish your papers. Then requirements, before submitting our papers to the journals, we have to see the author instructions, what are the requirements has been asked by the particular people, particular publishers. Then scope, what are the domains that we are having, the publishers are given to the particular journal, the paper which you have written to that particular scope, then your visibility of the paper will be more. Otherwise, the people will not get visibility when you are writing your paper when you are publishing your paper in the different domains. Then track record, you have to see how that particular journal has been performed over the past few years, whether that particular journal has been indexed in the different databases or not. If you go to the Scopus databases, every year they will give the indexing, how long durations it has been indexed. Then unwanted solicitations, is there any paper has been removed or any paper has been retracted, any malfunction has been happening in the publishers, that you have to keep on watching when you are submitting a papers. Then verifiability, before submitting the papers you have to verify from your end about the paper as well as from the journal also. Then workflows, the kind of paper which you are having it, whether the persons can able to read and understand or not. When you are writing a paper, there will be some structure. Even the abstract also having some structure. Even the introduction having some structure. The review of literature also having some structure. If you are not following that structure to write your paper or writing your dissertations, the people will not read further. Because they have to follow that workflow structures to understand the false information. Some person, if you are giving the complaint, automatically the publishers will be remove that particular content from the particular sources. So that's why I asked you go and watch, retract and watch. For the past 1 month, what are the papers they have been removed from the sources. Sometimes there may be chances to withdraw your PhD also. That will happen in previous days. Right? And then why and how? If you are not submitting in the proper journals, automatically you will not get it. Your money, everything will be wasted. Then zero tolerance for plagiarism. Whatever the content you are going to give it in that particular paper or in the dissertations, always keep that it will be like minimum less percentage of plagiarism. Because some of the technical code we cannot remove it, we can exclude it, but still try to reduce the flag what you are trying to write the content in your pages. So this is like an awareness to how you can able to go to the different platform, the repositories, the libraries to download your papers for the open access through the open access platform without any barriers. So these are the sources where I have been download the content to prepare these presentations. Right? These are the references where I have been taken. Because I want to acknowledge it. I cannot say that this is my own content. Right? So if you have any questions, you can ask me.